Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercrest, and welcome back to Let's Play Kirby's Dream Land 2. In the last episode, we took care of everything we needed to take care of in level 4, and now we're gonna go to level 5, Red Canyon. And while Rick, Koo, and Kirby may be getting a little bit of a break there, there's certainly no break in the action, as we have 5 stages to go through. So we might as well go ahead and start with the first one. No. And coming right up, right after the beginning, is this area. Inside we can face the squid boss, the squid mini boss, and take him on and get Rick. This is quite honestly the easiest place to get Rick that isn't World 1-1-2. I almost said 1-1, but then I realized you don't get an animal buddy in that one. So there's always 1-2 and there's always 5-1 to go to if you need Rick. Also a good place to find the Spark power-up too. The reason I'm mentioning both of these at the same time is because we're going to need both of them to get the rainbow drop in this world. For now, let's just speed on through here, get a 1-up because we picked up a star, pick up another star, pick up a maximum tomato, and now we gotta avoid the Gordos. A little harder if you're playing with Rick. And there is a star there, we're pretty much going to be avoiding it, as you're soon going to see. Also, I'm going to knock this Gordo off the block by destroying the block, so therefore, I can just jump straight over him and I won't have to deal with him ever again. Also, I feel bad for the Poppy Brothers Jr. in this game. They don't even get to throw bombs, they just run around and balance on apples. Poor guys. Yeah, we don't want to get that star to the right there, because we're not going to be, it's going to be really hard. I wouldn't say we wouldn't be able to, but it's going to be really hard to get it, dodge the spikes, and then get over to the other side. Not with Rick, anyway. And you got to be quick to get into that door while you have Rick. Speaking of Rick, it makes it a little easier to get this 1-up here. Can't believe we're at 30 lives already. 30 leaves. I'm keeping that in. Don't forget to call your friends and family from landmines. Also, Lonely Cheese Pizza. That was a slip-up that didn't make it because my controller broke, or rather the thing that I plugged my controller into, that broke like shortly after I did it. So therefore, that never really got to see the light of day. And that guy with the bat blocked our path. But thankfully, we were able to easily take him out with the Spark power. If you didn't have Rick, or you didn't have an ability, you can just, I think you can take him down with just an air puff. With an air pellet, just spit one at him and he's gone. Anyway, it's time for stage 5 too. We have Brondo Burt's coming at us quick from behind. And I'm still using this ability to as much as I can. And we gotta go down here to get this star. Gotta be good on the jump if you're with Rick. And there we go, we're out of this first section. And now we got this guy. This guy is a ninja. He can do a somersault kick. He throws little cutter things that you can actually swallow and spit back at him. And he also shoots those little bombs in the ground too. Hey, I 1-up. By the way, I forgot to mention that the black blobs, they only give you 1 point of health, not 2. Also, I'm glad I'm using this ability because I can use it underwater. Well, it's pretty obvious that I could. Also, there are stars there, but I'm avoiding them. because I could have locked the ability in some way or another anyway. And there are two possible paths. Had to be quick if you wanted to take the top one. Speaking of the top one, I'm gonna have to ditch Rick to get through there. That stinks, but we can always get him back. And I'm not even gonna go for those one-ups. It's gonna be pretty hard to get those two one-ups and then still get to the door in time. Unless you have like a good ability, and maybe an ability animal combo buddy that was actually good and quick enough to do it with, but well, I don't have it. Anyway, it's now time for stage 3. Now we got 3 doors. Each one gives you a specific animal buddy. The one on the left gives you Kine, the one up top gives you Ku, and one on the right gives you Rick. I obviously want Rick. If you wanted any of the animal buddies, I guess you could go to this stage and then just exit out of the level. That actually works out pretty well. Speaking of things that do not work out well, I do not want that guy near me. There we go. That was nice. Yes. Didn't think I'd ever be beating him with Parasol. Much less Rick and Parasol. That was actually hilarious. There any... Okay, there is ground down there. Might as well go ahead and use the Rick and Parasol combination to get rid of these Bronto bursts that are getting in the way here. So that way you can finally go into this door. It should be obvious that the ninja gave you the cutter ability, but, well, I already showed that off. I don't know why I didn't have to mention that again. And in this section, we have to deal with pipes that shoot out those little air currents again. But we can just get up there, take down those caboose. And apparently those guys can sink back into their pipes. I forgot they could do that. Now here, you guys gotta be quick. I know there's something in that door, probably just a couple stars or something. I'm pretty sure you can get all that stuff if you got Kine, but you don't really have to get it. And we're doing a lot of jumping here. We'll see a section like this again, except next time around, it'll be auto-scrolling. Yeah, we're going to be dealing with auto-scrolling again. Also, those things that take away your animal buddy if they touch you. I found out in one of my practice runs, or rather the only practice run that I did, that if you keep inhaling him, it won't destroy him. You have to use an ability. You can still use the inhale to stun him for a little bit, but you're still going to have to use an ability if you want to completely destroy him and make him explode. Also, I forgot to mention that I had yet another correction from one of my earlier videos as we jump from platform to platform here, using Bronto birds as projectiles. Apparently the black blob that you get sometimes when you get a certain animal buddy, when you're supposed to get a certain animal buddy, but you already have him, he actually replenishes 1 hit, not 2. I can't even remember if I said that already. If I did, I said it again. Such is the perils of live commentary. And, hey y'all, watch this. Get in the door, get in the door, yes! And then we have yet another mini-boss. This guy will try to run into the wall, and he'll lose his needles. Inhale his needles, spit them back out at him. Sometimes he'll shoot the needles out, and when they hit the wall, you can inhale them and send them back at him before he grows new ones. Yeah, if he still has his needles, he's invulnerable. You gotta hit him when he sheds his needles. This guy obviously gives you the needle ability if you swallow him. 2 in a row, I did not expect that to happen. And now it's time to get blown away by the wind, and try not to die while doing anything. Now, if you're below the center of the screen, you don't have to worry about getting blown away. Speaking of which, we have to jump up here to get into this door. And we have yet another linear path underwater full of those little currents that are coming out of the pipes. Thankfully, it's really easy to just use an air gun to take everybody down. Although these pipes will pull you up, be sure to look at them before you pass through, because one of them is going to catch you out. This is the one. Yeah, one of them is going to have that surprise eel. Might as well go ahead and take pirate fish with me in case I need more ammunition. And it's time to use the blocks to destroy the Sparkies. Ow. Well, I guess I might as well take the hit and lose Rick. I like his annoying music for as annoying as it was, but, well, we're gonna have to take the hit and leave him there. Not having Rick actually makes it easier to get into this exit, by the way. Because I'm pretty sure you're gonna take at least one hit if you have an animal buddy from those Gordos. Now, I know you could probably get Rick in Stage 5. But you know what? I'm just going to go into either 5-1 or 5-3. Ow. And get Rick back. And we're going to get the Spark ability too, even though you can get Spark at the beginning of 5-5 anyway. Get ourselves a little bit of a twofer here, so that way we can come into 5-5 prepared, because, well, we haven't seen the rainbow drop room yet, and we're gonna find it in 5-5, because where else is it going to be? Also, I can't believe I missed. Great. Come on. There we go. Get Spark. Get Rick. Exit the level. Good. Now we can go to 5-5. Ready to get that rainbow drop. You will need Spark to get it. I'm just gonna say that right now. Speaking of abilities, I found out there are 6, not 7 like I said way back at the beginning of the Let's Play. There are only 6. And I was able to get away from that guy just barely. Also want to stay away from the Gordo and hit these squids. Feel free to make your Splatoon jokes. And I want to hit this guy while he's still moving. Okay, I know the one to the right takes me to the cutter guy, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. Oh, the, Ooh! Okay, I didn't go into this room in the practice run. So you can find a maximum tomato in there. And if you leap up into the left, where I went into that door, you can actually find the door that leads to all these stars. No! Ah! I'm gonna have to come back. I can't believe I actually tried to do that. I'm gonna get Spark, though. Yeah, I think you gotta have Rick and the Spark in order to get... Great. Yeah, I messed this one up big time. Also, don't go for that star because that's a trap. Also, I should just float over the enemies at this point. Don't need to eat all of them. Besides, I got 34 lives. Plenty of life to spare. I'm gonna show you where the thing is anyway, though. Because I know you're probably waiting for it. If you're quick enough, you can get that maximum tomato. Now, that door leads to further into the level, but as you go up here... Ow. there is the door for the rainbow drop. Obviously gonna have to use Rick and Spark because I can't... Yeah, you can't reach that alone with Spark. You gotta have Rick. And when you go back into that door, from where you came in, the scrolling will actually stop. You can go down a little bit to enter this door because that leads to the rest of the level. But if you try to go down anymore, you won't be able to. That just leads to a bottomless pit. So if you missed that Maximum Tomato, you won't be able to get it. Also, I managed to see an article on Kotaku. Yeah, that website. Like the other day, like before I recorded this episode. And this is apparently supposed to be a reference to a naked lady that we're looking at with all these star blocks. Supposedly. But down here is the goal. And now that I've given you that brief tour of the level, it's time to find Rick again. So, we're gonna go over here, kill this guy, get Rick, exit the level, and try not to fudge this up again. Actually, you know what? I can get this at the end of the level. No need to take any more unnecessary risks than I have. Of course, it's going to do some more time to get these blocks out of the way, but we can do it. And we can blow all these enemies out of the way here a little more easily than with the Spark power-up, because the Spark power-up does not have any range underwater. You can use it underwater, but you better be able to fight at very close range. And I'm just gonna go back in here. Yeah, you gotta go to the left side of the room and leap there. You can't get the stars again. Well, at least I got the Maximum Tomato again. That's what's important. Now let's do this right. A and B. Alright. At least I know my way around this area now. Don't want to go too far up because you never know when you might run into anything. Though I do admit that it doesn't take a lot of time to memorize this part of the level. It's just a matter of trying not to get hit on the way up. Barely made it. I thought I was gonna slip and die. Alright. Managed to break that with Rick and Spark. And Kirby, obviously. You can't have this game without Kirby. And we gotta get over here. Now, I could make that jump with Rick, but I'm not gonna do it. And you don't really need him to break all the blocks in the room. Just the ones above the door. So we're gonna ditch Rick. I'm gonna use the Spark ability to break the other blocks to the right. And we might as well go ahead and take the rainbow drop. That was annoying. That took more time than it should have. But we did it. So we're now 5 out of 7 in terms of rainbow drops. Let's drop down here. Let's do the naked ladies thing again. After I shock my way through here, there are stars to collect for 1-ups in those blocks, but I'm not even going to go for them. And I'm not going to reach the top for sure, but at least I got that star. That's the best thing. And now, it's time to face the boss. Mr. Bright and Mr. Shine. Here's Mr. Bright, the moon. He'll throw those boomerangs at you, and while he's down there, Mr. Shine will be up there shooting solar beams, which can create stars. Meanwhile, while Mr. Bright is down there, while Mr. Bright is down there, Mr. Shine will cause stars to come down from the sky. Also, they'll do this really interesting team-up attack where one will run into the other, and you want to stand into the little dark area that they create, otherwise you're going to get hit by that full screen attack that they create. That was a mouthful. Also, I managed to be in the perfect position for that. This battle takes quite a bit of practice to do, but if you can do it, it's really worth it. It'll be a very fun one. Now, they usually shoot that little dark area at you anyway. I don't know why that always is. And I was doing some real damage there, too. Oh, well. Well, we got full health. I don't have to waste time and lose concentration trying to explain anything anymore. Also, Mr. Bright there... No, wait, Mr. Shine. Mr. Shine can actually tackle you and throw fireballs at you. You can't use the fireballs against him, sadly. And he may have gotten me with that boomerang, but I did get him with 2 super powerful star attacks. So this got a lot easier. With practice, you'll be able to know where they're going to go when they do that. That little team-up attack. And eventually, if you can get lucky like I did too, which also helps, you can actually beat them down rather easily. Now, as hard as that battle was, that's like the first, probably one of the hardest battles in the game. Seeing how that went, you might as well be wondering how the bonus chance may be going. Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm probably going to record this off camera without commentary. Well, technically it would be on camera if I was recording it. And I'm going to go in here. Moon Guy gets in your way. Sun Guy shoots solar beams as well as the stars that you have to collect. You do not want to get hit at all. Watch where Moon Guy is going. I'm just going to stop calling him Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright now to make my concentration a little bit easier. Whoa. At least they bounce for a little while before they drop down. No! I was so close. Well, you got the gist of it. Anyway. You'll see me next time in Level 6, Cloudy Park. We really don't have that much further to go now. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!